Yo, what is up folks, MTG here with Izzet Phoenix with Otters. In particular, we're looking at Kitsa Otterball Elite from Bloomburrow and how it can kind of like fit in as an alternative threat in the Phoenix deck. It does synergize quite well. 1 in a blue for a 1/3. Okay stats. Vigilance and Prowess is pretty nice. That Vigilance comes in handy because there's a couple of activated abilities on it that require tapping. The first one, looting. Just draw a card, discard a card. Obviously that's what we want to do in the deck. We want to get our Phoenix into the graveyard. Nice, awesome. Also it means that we can play 4 of it. While it being a legendary creature, we can loot extra copies away to this or something with other spells. That's all cool. The really powerful ability is the second one, when you get to use it. So 2 tap, copy target instant sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Activate only if Kitsa's power is 3 or greater. So you cast 2 spells at a turn. Basically your second spell you can copy by paying 2 mana, which is a lot, but like you can hit a lot of land drops, obviously going through our deck quite a bit in the late game, especially versus some of the grindier decks in the format. It's going to be really, really potent, especially when you're looking at copying things like Treasure Cruise. Really good, really good. Obviously, this is also a great point to the fact that we do not, unfortunately, have Temporal Trespass on Arena yet. Hopefully, and I'll keep talking about it, I do mean to get around to making a Pioneer Masters video. It is expected to come, I think, around December. We'll see what actually happens. Still kind of no word on that. But Temporal Trespass on Arena, please, Wizards. Please just put it in a bonus set or something. Alright, yeah, enough complaining. But yeah, that's also the reason why we're not playing like Galvanic Iteration, the kind of copy spell. It's like good with Cruise, but like it's really powerful. It's like a little 1-2 combo with Temporal Trespass. I don't really think it's worth it without. You can still play it. It's kind of a personal preference. But yeah, and around that, we have our like standard Phoenix chat. We've still got our Ledger Shredders, we've got our Phoenixes, we've got our Pitlock Pranksters, and we're playing Otterball Elites as well. There was at one point where I was playing Profs, and instead of the Pitlock Pranksters, I was playing the other Otter that finds non-creature, non-land cards, because I can find Proft, the deck memory for you as well, and Proft also suggests quite well, getting the extra draws from Kitsa. That's neat. Eventually decided that Thunder Trap Train is not really worth it. So just playing these, and then spell lineup, like 4 Consider, 4 Opt, 4 Sleight of Hand, a couple of Spell Pierces, 3 Fire Impulse with 1 Torture Tower, still that Exile utility there is nice, and the 4 Lightning Axes, and of course we've got our 4 copies of Treasure Cruise at the top. Prankster dumping everything while finding you Cruise or relevant removal spells is obviously excellent still. And the mana base, Stormcloud Coast, 4/4, 4 of our red blue dual lands, 1 Otter Warrior, 3 islands, and 1 Hall of Storm Giant. Going to be playing some best of 1 rank today, so I've got a sideboard, just showcasing the odd deck, seeing how good it is, seeing if we actually get to use the ability very much. It is super sweet. I've been playing a little bit off the line, but yeah, alright, let's hop into some matches. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Share the video around. All that good algorithm stuff would help me out a ton. And yeah, let's get into some games. Alright, first match in with the Otter Phoenix deck. Technically second match in. We actually had a really sweet game versus the Rat-Dos Tree combo deck, but my audio was like uber messed up and I went to add it into DaVinci. So here we go again. On the play, I think I'm gonna blind keep this, hope we're playing into an aggro deck, but could be an interesting one if our opponent goes like, I don't know, Meticulous Archive go. Slightly paid off, that is a Soul Scar Mage. Opted not to take damage here. I'm just gonna go ahead and blow this up. It's an interesting one with mono red nowadays, in that versus the prowess creatures in particular, and they have a lot of instant ways to interact. Either killing things on their turn, whether that be instant sorceries, like instant sorceries are good enchantments, or otherwise. Some cards it's like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. Alright, let's just leave it. But hey. I think I want to use both of these, so I'm going to go ahead and Sleight of Hand now. I think actually we could probably protect the Otter pretty well versus Reg, because of the prowess, once we have 3 lands. Alright. Let's see what they go for. Kimonos, sure. That's fine. Find an interesting way of timing it. Unless it blocks. If I add, okay, if it monster trades the Soul Scar Mage, you kill it still. I think I'm gonna run this. Opt. A bit easier to use Fire Impulse. Kill things on our turn. Or when we have a creature in play, force them to make decisions. Ooh, infuriate's like a massive blowout. Okay. That was not on my radar, I'm gonna be honest with you. Infuriate on the cover scamp is also pretty pretty bad for us. We need to hit an untapped land actually, so that's good. Alright, we have to make Kitsa, and then we need to make like a decision about Soulscar Mage and blocking. We don't know what this card is. Could be a land. If it was a 1-mana, it's a sorcery. Like if it was something like Monstrous Rage, they'd have played it because Coffee Scamp would have been effectively lethal damage. Because it can sack through. Well, close to. They go Infuriate plus like a Murderous Rage for like an extra 6 points of damage here. Make it 7, 14 while getting the price triggers. This is fine. It is very tempting to try and kill the Soulscar Mage now. Very tempting. The encounters here, not. I think I'm gonna do this. If for whatever the reason they are holding Monster Strange, we at least reduce the amount that they're getting pumped on their turn when they're attacking. That's like the issue. Them getting to play the pump spells on their turn, like in combat, is kind of rough. Either consider leftover. There's nothing on board. I'd rather make them use a spell here. They do find a Monstrous Rage. That would have been, again, like very close to lethal, combined with like ruins and stuff. Alright. Gonna consider. Shredder does block. Doesn't block well. We have this contend with as well. D2, we block here, take 2, go to 7. We'll play tap land. Hope to use opt to trigger Ledge Shredder on our turn. Feels wrong because this is trample, but also if this is damage to us, they get to decide for more damage. Okay, so we're effectively on a 5, and the coffee scam makes this really awkward now. Realistically, the art is not cutting it. Having another 1/3 blocker is like kind of sneaky good, but in fact, we need to cast 2 spells for it to be super relevant. You know what? We're trying to look at the otter build, so let's play into it a little bit. Now might not be the time to be eyeing. We get 2 creatures. The prowess to help on the art is decent, but the pick up prankster will be what wins us the game long term. We're kind of like, you know, hoping to fade off top of our opponent's library still. But that's going to be the case at this point. Either way. Alright, my best turn. So the idea here is the Kitsa blocks the Coffee Scamp, and I get to block Ledge Shredder with Kimonos. We go to 5. I was gonna say, if they have a... What do they have? Oh, okay, no Kimonos, up to 4. Alright, this thing is Vigilance. I'm gonna go ahead and main phase this pretty little prankster. That takes us up to 2 power. We have the option to consider and copy it, but that's not necessarily what we want. Yeah, we need this to be 1 power when blocking, which is awkward. Okay, we can drop Phoenix in the graveyard. Itself is fine. We're on 4. Okay, drawing Lightning Axe is not the worst. Oh, if I Lightning Axe this, we get the Phoenix back. We still need a 2 though. We still dead to a bunch of stuff, like a land. Alright, play to win. Yeah, if our opponent hits another haste creature, we can kill that. You can bot the Cacophony Scamp with the Kitsa. And this is our route 3. See what they have. We at least are not quite dead. We have to make a chance of it. We know they're getting this next turn. I'm gonna mill a card. Goodbye, Spiral Canal. The sleight of hand. 14, like in theory, we could hit a lethal attack. The way to do it. We have the option to copy this. We have one Phoenix in the yard right now. 3. Okay, well. Here's hoping. I don't think copying is going to help. So we get to mill, effectively. Draw 3. Okay, so we have consider. We want to consider into like what our removal spell. We need to draw like actually nothing. Yeah, we don't have a. We can play around a haste creature. This is the one we knew about. Flashes, what do they draw? Oh, they drew a land. That's unfortunate. That's gonna seal that one. Okay, tough. Alright, tough loss there. I will go ahead and keep this. Yeah, I guess we're 0-1. Technically 1-1, we did win versus the Rakdos Phoenix deck. Sorry, the Rakdos tree deck. If anybody does want to see that match, the audio is like horrible. Very, very crackly. I could put up as a private video, so if you do want to see it, I can drop a link or something in the comments, so just let me know. You wanting to lead on a tap land? Yeah. We'll go ahead and sleight of hand. Gives all the information. We'll take and consider. Fine. I think it's because we don't have a third land, and I would like to make sure we get one. There's not one for us to take there. Alright. Epicure heavily implies Izzet in Soul. Gonna make a Ledger Shredder. Some of my interaction is not that great here. The firing impulses don't really interact in a relevant way unless we pair them up with each other. And the lightning axes are good when things that are in Soul are not Dark Soul Settler, which, hey, they don't seem to have one. Fine. If anything, they've got a bit of a slow start. But we'll see how things progress. The pile of cantrips. Yeah, some of these. I'm going to start with consider. Fine. We do want to land. I don't necessarily want to pay premium price for said land, but hey. I'd rather not Fiery Impulse an Epicure though. In bottom, the other copy of Cruise. Okay, cool. I'll leave this up. We have access to Fiery Impulse, like I said. So we want to team. This deck tends to do damage in chunks of 5. be that into a lot of that shrapnel blast, that kind of thing. The spell pierces, like there's like if we hit one of those, there's a decent chance to hold on to it and hopefully snag a shadow blast later and catch them without having the right mana for it to pay. They don't have Dark Skills Citadel for indestructible, so we might be able to team up a couple of Fire Impulses, but the epic damage isn't really going to make a huge difference. They're tanking here, probably thinking about whether they actually want to sack blood or just holding priority because they forgot they got them in play. Oh well. But we'll see what's up. I'm gonna go ahead and no attacks here. Sit behind the Ledger Shredder wall. That's fine. Yeah, so last game, if we hit a Phoenix in those, like, well, a second Phoenix, I guess, over the course of the game, I'm getting helloed at and they're holding priority. Great. What we did? Yeah, if we hit a second Phoenix over those like last couple of those like that last turn of draws, if we hit a second one, then that is lethal. We just didn't quite get there. But having to fade both land and burn spell is pretty bad too. So hey, we're kind of in a losing position. Here, though, our opponent apparently is trying to stall us out. What has happened? Now they have a Citadel, okay. We do have one copy of Otawara. Sure. It turns us into a 5/4. We could try and do this. It's not really not great. The Electron is not bad, but there are more where that came from. Let's take 5. Yeah, so Zodic Cavern, Zodic Glyphs are pretty regarded as well, because when it dies, it also gets Discover 3, which can sometimes be good and sometimes can be bad. Nothing right now. Hit Axe there, see what they hit. That's a bit risky. If they hit a Soul as well, they get to put on there. So there are some less valuable things. Being on there turning combat is probably like best timing. I cast a Sleight of Hand. Okay. I think I should do this. Draw, discard Phoenix. Not probably the game for Kitsa. Oh, actually, Stormcloud Coast being an untapped land here is actually huge. Alright, let's see what they hit. That's not bad. This animates something for what, as long as it's on the battlefield. The point where we've already done this, that can happen. I'm just going to do this now. In case they have some kind of random interaction spell. We're at 9, 1, 2, 18. They can have something. I'm going to get in with the Ledger Shredder. It depends how many like actual resources they have left. There's a lot of like chaff in the deck. There's also like a couple of like real haymakers. It looks like they do have an insult, which is kind of vindicated for holding back the Ally Phoenix. Yeah. In for a time. Like I said, we're not gonna great answer this. Ooh. one way to get around it is to... Problem is that actually we kind of want to get hits into play. I just don't think we can afford... I don't think we have time. Making this like a 4/6 is allowed to block, which is nice. I actually lead with free to pay. Okay. Knowing we have a lightning axe is nice. Go ahead and cruise. Get rid of these two. The land. This land. This land. Other spells. Got to consider. These are kind of relying on hitting another cantrip here. Get cruise again. The other option is to go prankster, but I'd rather have red up for the lightning axe. So this blocks this. These can block whatever this turns into a 4/4. They're taking like 1 to 2. Oh, we can kill whatever this turns into a 4/4 actually. Thing is that we actually need to put an attack with 1x Phoenix. That should let us put together a lead for next turn. Pickaxe, get pressure. You equip an attack with it. I imagine a black staff a token. No, non-token artifact. That itself is okay. The reason I didn't want to attack both of these is because it's down to 5, that gives us effectively put us into shrapnel blast range. This makes a treasure. Eat one of these. Let me consider now. I'm gonna try and hit a third Phoenix, is the plan. What do they have? That is Rebuke, interesting. I'm gonna cast this. Oh, that's ideal. Yeah. I'll leave with Prankster. Alright, get everything. Nice. I'll force the token. Lining act. Alright, we haven't had a real Otter game. Okay. Together. A 1/1 plus Rakdos game. Alright, potentially last game with the Otter Phoenix deck. We'll see how it goes. We'll go ahead and keep this. We've seen the Otters a little bit, like in the first matchup we played versus Red. They did like a little bit. Like being able to block things like Cacophony Scamp is not that exciting. We've not seen it kind of really like take over, copy Treasure Cruise, that kind of stuff. Though we've had like opportunity to do that, which is fine. We've not played any of the matchups where it really excels either. Sure. I don't know how good they are in Mirror. Land drops are pretty good in the mirror, unfortunately. Did I play this and get killed? This is a little bit rough. So I say, hey. Okay. This is more likely to lead to us hitting a land. I'm gonna play the Ledger Shredder out. They are prankstering. Alright, sure. I will say in the Rakdos tree game, and I keep mentioning, I'll stop bringing it up, the Otters were fantastic. For all that matters. Alright. Oh, we're gone. Nothing exciting yet. We hit a third land, which is good. I don't wanna... We don't have a great way to enable this on our turn, so I'm just gonna come in for one. Keep all our options open. Hope to prankster on the end of their turn and then maybe catch something else with the Spell Pierce or Lightning Axe. Not. Just casting Free the Fae. Well, casting Pillar Prankster. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run one of these. Oh, we lose a Kitsa. I think given everything, we do have a Phoenix. If we have Sleight of Hand plus. And Sleight of Hand maybe fix our land problem. The question here is, do you want to? I think we do. Drop a Phoenix to kill this. This is tough. I do kind of want to hold the Spell Pierce. As good or bad as it is. 3/7. Like I have some potential for this. Yeah. I guess this is the plan. And almost hope that they have a Spell Pierce for this Treasure Cruise. I guess I've already displayed the... Have it. Alright, I'm even consider to get the Phoenix back. At this point, we have another land. Alright. Got a Spell Pierce, you've got a Torch for their Phoenixes. Feeling pretty good. Would have liked to get to do some Kitsa stuff. I should make them pay 2 for this, they can't really do loads. No, okay. The like value tax is not very real. Rather be better doing something disruptive. There is a shock land. The new Free the Fae. Go ahead and leap. Okay. Again, I want to keep Kitsa. Oh. I just got the steam vents. This I will spell this. The idea of like, hey, we're gonna play this and then put a bunch of counters onto it. Oh, they're just gonna concede. Alright, well, I was hoping to do some Phoenix, some Otter stuff, but here we are. Alright, one last game with the Otter deck. We did actually just hit playoff last one. Haven't played a ton of this a month. We'll keep this, and hopefully we can see the Otters a bit more. We've seen like little flashes and stuff of them doing bits and pieces, but not loads. And we are versus red again. Sigh. Alright. So, I do think that because of the prowess, they're not actually the worst in this matchup. Like, normally you'd think the creatures could be a bit of a vulnerability here, but... I consider. Really, I'm looking for a third land. Ottawa will do... I'm gonna lead a Kitsa. So, Kitsa has, well, on this turn has the same kind of like win-loss with Light Shredder. It does the same stuff. Also absorbs the same stuff. Like if we block here and they play a spell, then Monstrous Rage it, we're in trouble. I think I'm gonna no blocks here. Try and force them down to this another way. I'll just give it to them for free. Okay. Because they've got a really slow hand, I'm going to set up the creature wall effectively. We've got a Spell Pierce here, we've got some Fire Impulses. They actually can see Light Shredder. Look, that's how good the Otters are. That's how good they are. Alright, well that's going to do it, I think. And that is Izzet Otter Phoenix, the Otter Phoenix deck that I want you to know about. I've been pretty happy with Kitsa overall, and it's super fun to play with as well, for what it's worth. I mentioned before playing it with prosthetic memory. I think that's one way to go with it too. You have to like trim a few extra things out already, and you're kind of cutting some space out to make room for Kitsa. But there's definitely matchups where it's really, really solid. I've seen people tinker around with it a little bit, but I was like, hey, I'm going to try and play 4-4 and try and see really limit test it. And yeah, it was solid. It performed well for us, even if we didn't get to see it like really fully pop off. I mentioned that Rakdos game. What I'm going to do is I will put it like muted at double speed at the end of this video. So if you're yeah. So if you desperately watch it that way, the audio is like unlistenable to you, unfortunately. It's like it just crackles all over me talking the entire time, which is an unfortunate one. But yeah, I'll drop that after this. I do think that's really solid. I would also point out that if you want to play this, you can just play Gigantha here. I've not done that for this video, but you could do that. There's plenty of good sideboard options. Like, you got a bunch of different colors. You got a bunch of different good options, and like there's infinite resources for Izzet Phoenix sideboarding because the deck's been around for forever. Yeah, really solid. Like I said, it might be that like 4 is like too many really. You want to play like 2, but I like able to have it. I wouldn't play it over Ledger Shredder. I think they're like they play reasonably well with each other. Ledger Shredder wanted to cast 2 spells on one turn. Kitsa also wants to cast 2 spells in the same turn, then copy one. If they're 1 mana spells, you get to do a bunch of copying, which is sweet. But it's like a bit harder to do that. But we didn't see the matchups that go like super long, some of the more controlly stuff, where the ability to copy the like second spell or whatever it gets a bit more relevant. Here we've kind of been scraping ourselves by versus red, or into matchups where like, hey, we just need to get them dead or racing as fast as possible. But yeah, I think that's really good. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, subscribe. Please share it around. Pass it on to people who you think would be interested. And yeah, I will queue up the Rakdos video to play it just after this. Thanks for watching. Peace out.